We're going to talk about sheer firepower right now.
Yeah, they got some shooters, no doubt about it. QoR, though, have been stepping up and surely going to give them quite a go. Tuesday's having to deal with Inspire here, and Envy in that first foray are still pretty convinced. This is why it's a bit of a hard team to read, because they will just keep running at you at times, but Tuesday's ready for it. Paranoia, very secure this approach across the map. They've got a clone in market. Nice first taps there from Nerve, at least keeps the numbers even out. It's going to be on Tuesday. Locally in a 1 versus 2. Extra already on the run around that corner. Pop and shock dart ends up behind Tuesday. He is in the perfect spot right now, but he needs to play his life, needs to wait for some backup, and Darkus is about to pull up. TikTok. Yeah, he knows it. No way Extra was going to bust his way out of that one. He's looking to get across the map now. Looks like it might line up pretty well. Extra, he's in trouble. That box is quite permeable, but Ion's able to win it out. Still more needs to be done, and so he delivers. Not too shabby. Inspire's about to pull up here, but Extra might not need the help.
It's that staircase. And again, the win con is the late lurk from Inspire.
Okay, Extra is down. And of course was the op player. There's always a reprisal. There's always seems to be a response here, and now it's just kind of contact being taken by these core players trying to get back in. They want to take these gunfights, but they, again, just lose in a war of attrition. Surely there's a chance to play off of Ion here, and yes, Kane Zero will deal with Logan.
This is a heavy investment that has to come into fruition here for the defense.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, no.
Tuesday just gets a little ahead of himself there. Alan was playing a bit further back on A and actually crossed the site to get to Link. But the Omen was essentially left on the road. And at some point, there has to be a protocol that gets put in place to deal with this walk up with the op. Have a couple players, play off a flash timing, take a fight, try and force that line away. An early drone or something like that. Either way, here's the overdrive for Kane. Doesn't ask for any more than that. Alam has constantly found his opportunities to get this op in the fight. Denied. Off from that B main direction. Darkus realizing he didn't actually have the perfect catch he was hoping for. But X has been dealt with. Nerve cleans him up with Hunter's Fury. He was low already. Logan steps out and Ion sets him back on down. B-side control here for Envy, but it's tenuous. They don't have that market presence, and there's two players in Boba ready to potentially play off some of this util. Tuesday still holding on to a flash. Some tension here as that fast lane dissipates. QoR saved for this. They've got to make some use of these weapons. It's now or never, essentially. In they go, Alan. I think he actually hit both players inside the cubby. This is very good. A great collapse. And Inspire can only rack up the one kill.
It's still in a prime spot here to hold the pulse plant.
Extra on the corner. Isn't punished with the flash in his hand. In fact, it catches in exactly the way I would have liked it to. Nerve might still be an issue. He's got that backside control. And Alam is posted up with the op. A little awkward for him, though, because he's got to move into the sight line, but Inspire is just not there in time. Can't deal with Alam, who's waiting. Not to be. That is another clone. Gets a lot of value. Awful Extra. That one could have gone either way, but Envy have just taken full control of the top mid, and have done so before any response could come in from the A side of the map. However, some of this util still here from the deadlock could be tricky, but Darkus is picked off. Kane is absolutely dialed in and knows he needs to help his players get that spike to sight.
That was so quick. What an answer back here to pressure up towards that middle. And that already stuffs out the rest here of what QoR is trying to do on the defensive line.
This is where Embry are going to land, but perhaps now it might make a bit more sense. Logan is worried about how long it would take to get a pit corrected, I think, and geez, a tough situation to swing into, isn't it, really? Wouldn't do that without the ultimate, I would suggest, but Darkus and Logan are able to bring them down. Now, Ion was on the side. He's gotten himself a second lease on life, but a player disadvantage that still needs to be treated with. Well, there was one. Now not so much. Alam, awkwardly, has to make his way down from Link, but there's going to be a smoke in the way. Dart would have revealed him. There's no choice but to step in here and try and make a play himself towards the site, and Ion's waiting for him. Envy converting on having their player pick first. Susie with a fake TP in the smoke. Just forced to take Logan out of that position. He has to commit to the site. So now, TikTok, you've got Inspire, who eventually can leap out of here and cause problems. The site needs to be held. Alan does his very best to try and anchor it, but Kane Zero's got the hot hand, baby, and he's going to work. Darkest and Tuesday up. And it's the Omen well and truly across the map. And eventually, begrudgingly, Kane is released from the prison.
Yeah, even Poppin moves in to support his teammate before even going for a plant. This is an impossible task for Tuesday. He does have a paranoid to work with, but look how you're playing outside of the map here for these two players. Wouldn't be surprised if they have a re-wrap on top of that, because Envy just likes to do Envy things.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, Tuzi again. Maybe a cheeky little fake TP. Extra floats on down. Has a sixth sense about this. And yeah, the one-way cage just set up. He wants to fight for it. He'll get one. Sees a spike go loose though, so that is a pretty telling scenario. And I will just give up this side for the time being. Envy already trying to get their all guns blazing. And even into mid. So there's going to be that pop and presence. Not convinced that he's entirely safe crossing mid in this fashion, but he is going to get his way into market.
I was going to say it's fair for him to think that.
Okay. Tuzi's out of the picture. Tap on the spike for Kane. Relay bolt here a problem. Here come the frenzies, and they are our meaning business. No, oh, I like that. He knew he was going to be pushed, bro. Bro was playing enough against this team. And there it is, pistol security for Envy.
Forced now to small shields and sheriffs.
Nice opener from Logan. Honestly, that defense side from QoR had me pretty unconvinced, just in their ability to respond to Envy. And the pace they were bringing. It's always going to get mixed in. Come on! Bro! The guy is genuinely... Yep, that's not in the terms of engagement. Here's Kane again, and there goes two of QoR's players. Not a great opener. That's a spike loose as well. This game is over. It is unbelievably over. Unless?
Because Camera's watching the B side. They got trips. He's watching the old ADSing. Gets that kill into a limb.
Perfect. This is the bonus for Envy, for those keeping track at home. So...
Turn my cam back on.
Yeah, we might need that. We might need that, fans. Poppin here has got every reason to expect this A-side move, having spotted the play towards tiles. And so we wait. Logan steps up and faces the music, 13-3. Complete and utter domination. And I've been on a bit of a break hiatus from Challengers casting. Last time I was casting, this is what Envy were doing. We go way back, actually. Okay, so pardon the technical issues there we experienced. Envy, though, lose Kane and Exeter at some point, and they lost this A side as well. Darkest gets in, which means that Deadlock Post Plant will be in effect.
The retake's not going to be the best. It's going to have to come down to just individual skills. Inspire and pop in, the wall's still up. They're just going to have to wait that out, and I feel like once they come through, we haven't really seen it yet, but I'm assuming the door is closed. Yeah, there you go. So great time wasted on the side here of QoR, and in good position for this post plant.
Grab net thrown there. Poppin doesn't actually end up breaking the door, so it doesn't catch on. Inspire will obviously operate from top side here. We've got two players for QoR in hell, one on Gen, one in main. It's a standard setup, classic one, and hard to break, as is evidenced there.
Thank you.
I'm improving. It's on me. Okay, well, Tuzi not expecting Exeter to turn up. Sweet serendipity that there happens to be a judge player chilling out in A main.
What's the third word?
You'll know when you hear it. I already know how I'm going to use it. I just don't want to blow below too early, if you know what I mean. All right, Exeter has to get out, pinged out, and has to gate crash away to the site. Kane, though, obviously with this pretty customary position set up in tree, Alum just walks into the line and is down. So
TP across. But if you're going to play with the Yoru, he's going to have to play close range to throw that smoke under that smoke. Throw the flash, sorry, under that smoke. It's dry.
You didn't do that. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it.
Spike down mid.
Logan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's clear. Yeah, Alum is a low health player there. Logan has to hit that shot. That's the op down.
Experience playing against shenanigans.
Okay, this is decent. Hunter's Fury now. The problem is Darkest has already been taken down. Ion is given a stay of execution because he is covered by that dark cover on site. That breaks things up beautifully. And then Ion has a quick step to it. Gravnet might miss him based on where he's standing. Yep, he's avoiding it. Nice shooting though. Gets his first, but it's that overwhelming. Talked about a potential for a stinger buy in this round. Didn't need 5 of them apparently. Just Allen's. Ion is going to be here at the very least. TPing into the side to fight from Boathouse, and the shorty goes boom. That's 2. And that'll at least give Envy a decent chance to get back in this. Alum, just great threat assessment there, realizing that that second player was a QoR are not incentivized to give too much here. They also know Kane was low, so Tuzi had the confidence to hoping to bounce it. Obviously creates a lot of space with it. Poppin. Okay, avoids it. Still knows how to find something with the Odin there. Taken down, though, is Logan and Darkest in quick succession. X is going to be the first out of the site with the dimensional drift. He's going to see what the setup looks like. QoR don't have themselves settled quite yet, but that paranoia, excuse me, should pave the way for an easy first kill, and he does. Now you've got an Odin player that's got to watch two separate angles. Virtually impossible situation for Nerve to win out in slant on this. And Alum wants to try and chase it in there. Big damage on Exeter. He has to gate crash out to a pretty obvious location, but Kane's getting active here in A main. Oh, buddy, he could have had that shot. Instead, tries to set up for his Heaven player. It looks like Kane might just have to do it himself. Poppin gets there. Nerve gets pinged out. Darkest is low. Oh, Nerve does well to fight his way out of the situation. And Poppin goes down to 10. Al drone over the top. No ping, no Poppin.
Oh, my.
I guess unaware there's a swing to his right. But this is good for Inspire. Lots of information. As Logan has to make a decision.
30 seconds left.
Does he go up to the Heaven side or try and play door to get this spike back? He's too low. Needs to try and take a fight. The B side. Inspire with a cage to play through. Here's that Hunter's Fury now coming out. There's going to be a tap on Poppin. No, he actually avoids. Still Kane with the Blade Storm goes to work. Nerve, though, finds him. Tucked into the corner in Boathouse he's dealt with, but Inspire, once again, is up in your face. And before you know it, your brains are on the wall behind you. Now it's an Odin and an Op to try and get into the site. Those two are quickly wrested from the hands of QoR. But the Gravnet is going to make that an impossibility for the Omen. He's about to be inundated with bodies from the core side, but Inspire's ready, as he always seems to be. Chimes on in, and it's on Logan here with nothing but a Guardian. Flashed out, smacked down. Really pinged out. No time to get away, no! Oh, that's heartbreaking for QoR. They needed a foothold on that B side of the map, and unbeknownst to Envy, it's completely open now. I think Inspire's probably just radioed that over to Envy, considering he's seen the entirety of the rest of QoR. Off to the side we go. There is, of course, a gate crashed. Yoru there, and Alum finds 3 for the round so far. Everywhere at once. And it was some nice damage on Exeter. He's basically claimed this round for himself. Tough to win from here on out for Envy. And I don't think it actually hit the one core player that was still on the side at that point, unfortunately.
Nope.
And a double stack here. 3 players on core side, not 2. Correction. Big. Kane inside a grab net. Trying to return fire through this smoke. Now pinged out with the recon ball. That's a little bit more nerve-wracking, I'd imagine. Exeter's already been felled here by... Oh my goodness, Darkness is going to work. Stinger inside tree. Darkness eventually goes down, but job done, 100%. And there's that all too annoying smoke. Iron trying to make sure he can isolate as many of these players as possible, but Logan simply jumps across. Spotted out. There's a tap. Alum might just straight get it to half here, and he does. Nerve waiting above. Yeah. But the dark cover is skewing a lot of what's going on here. Clone also shot. Nerve out to be overwhelmed here. Kane gets in there with a Bucky. All of a sudden, Envy looking to produce a bit of a thrifty, a bit of a classic round as Logan gets clipped by the edge of that paranoia, briefly nearsighted. And Ion will wait likely for this smoke to go as well. Quickly across the map. Tuzi trying to get there, but we already have a spike plant. Bruh. That's rough.
That's a save. That's a save.
And Kane is not about it. Darkest also catnipped back over towards the site.
He has no choice.
Be done here. Nice little clean up there, okay. Followed up on the dink. But there are some rifles now in the hands of Envy. And it's a speculative annihilation that will capture Kane. Zero. He's alive. He's alive, barely, but he's still in the game. Alum here now trying to make good on his performances earlier in the game. A dimensional drift of his own has been earned, and the numbers are even now. Exeter takes a straight challenge up on the Heaven side. It's Nerve, though, who cleans him up. Kane's looking for somebody to feed this shorty to. And it's not a target-rich environment for him right now. Alum will emerge for that dimensional drift inside Hell. That's heard. Taken note of. Calls able to spray and Kane back, and bear in mind, no spike plant yet. Nerve has been controlling the pace of things so far. And Inspire is trying to draw his last player out of hiding.
Spike planted.
On either side of Jen. Nerve's going to have to be quick with it, and he's not. Tries to crouch into it, but Inspire.
Just not enough heads up play from the side of QoR when they're trying to retake that side. At least this time, though, they're able to start with a man advantage.
Blade Storm, Kane hoping to dig Tuzi out, but it's Exeter that finds him yet again. Good quick response, though, just as NVR mid-execute. They get at them from tree. Kane uses the smoke to its full effect. Gets up on Nerve and doesn't give him a chance to work with it. Door broken down. Kane backs away here. Blade Storm still in play. And not needed as Darkest is handled by Ion, leaving Alum again with it all to do.
Now that was an Envy round again, just playing and fighting around the smoke. Alum just got spotted. Alum is down.
Darkest sees this coming now. Got that early info and is able to throw a grab net down. This will slow things up a little bit and allows Nerve to get Inspire. To get another great Hunter's Fury from Nerve. And that's a good start. So the weaponry's looking a little bit rough with 2 stingers in the fold. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll pretend we didn't see that one. I don't think he quite landed the plane on that approach into the A site. I think he just gate crashed up in there and instantly had nothing to do. Kane. Say it ain't so. I think he's seen the head of Tuzi there and just ducks back so Darkus can't finish him off. He's going to come for him, and it is about a Kane. No respect, not a care in the world. 3 kills for the Jet. The smoke in B main, they now have a good idea exactly where QoR are going to come from, unless they push their own smoke. Less likely. One at a time, they step up, and one at a time they fall. Envy have done it. Finding themselves in the grand final here. In Challenges Stage 3.